Today we're going to be doing a lower body and core focused workout from the floor. So if you have any issues getting down onto the floor, I suggest use the alternative version of today's workout instead. But if you have any issues just getting down onto your knees, I'll show you some modifications so that you can still follow along. The intervals for today are going to be 1 minute of work followed by 15 seconds of rest. We have 4 exercises to complete and we're going to aim to do 3 rounds. So let's get started. We're going to be down onto the floor and we're going to be lying on your back to get started. And we have 3 stretches to do to get warmed up. So we're going to be lying flat on your back. You're going to bring one knee up towards your chest, hug that leg up, hold it tight, extend the opposite leg straight. We're going to hold for a second and then switch to the other side. So you keep your head back, shoulders back, pull in tight. So we're getting a good stretch into the hips and legs and hamstrings, which can be pretty tight from all the hard work that we've been doing together. And let's just keep alternating side to side. If you need to, you can modify this by bending the other knee. Definitely feels good for the hips, also the lower back. And we'll keep breathing. Pull and switch. Let's do 1 more each side. And pull the other leg in, nice and tight. And very good. We're going to go now into a stretch in the same position, but now stretching the hamstrings. So we're going to pull here, hold for a second, and switch legs. You can make it more challenging by extending the other leg straight. So great way to get warmed up for floor exercises. Good change of pace today, but still going to be a challenging workout. Let's go for a couple more. Try to get the leg up as straight as you can. You should really feel that down the back of the legs, right into those hamstrings. Let's do 1 more each side. And nicely done. From here, the feet are going to go down onto your mat, arms extended out to the side, and we're just going to gently rock your knees over to the left and over to the right. So just back and forth. Great stretch for the lower back. And just go as far to the side as you're comfortable with going. You still want to keep your head back and shoulders back. Just like kind of windshield wipers, side to side. You might feel it in the shoulders as well because those arms are extended out the side, right there across the chest and shoulders. Let's go for 1 more each side. And nicely done. For our first exercise, we're going into a bridge. So it's a glute bridge or hip thrust. And we're pushing the hips up, squeezing at the top and coming back down. Let's go for it. So we're aiming for 1 minute. Exhale up, inhale down. And when you come up, you don't want to overextend at the lower back. You want to feel the squeeze in behind the hamstrings and glutes, keeping the core braced and strong as well. Keep your head and shoulders back. Really great exercise. Really strengthens the glutes, the hips. Perfect for helping protect your lower back. So very nice. Do these, it'll improve the strength around your knees as well. Final one, and nicely done. We're going to be here, still on our back, and this next one is like a dead bug if you've ever done this core exercise before. So legs are up in the air, and we're just going to lower right leg, lower the left leg. Let's go for it. So keeping that core braced, you don't want to have an arch in the lower back. So you want to push the lower back into your mat, down and up. you've ever done a dead bug before, which is a popular exercise, this is the same thing. If you find this one not challenging enough, you can do both legs down and up at the same time. But I want you to do slow and controlled repetitions here. So you're going to exhale down, inhale back up. Exhale down, inhale back up. For 1 minute is pretty challenging, so if you ever need to pause and just kind of reset and get your position again, that's perfectly fine. We've got 10 more seconds. And nicely done. We have a 15-second break, but we're gonna go over onto your side for this next one. So we're gonna be lying on your side, and this is a clamshell. So your knees are bent, kind of tucked up. You can lie right over. We're lifting up and down just like that. So your feet stay together, but the knees are gonna open up. You should feel that in the hips and glutes, and come back down. 30 seconds on each side for this one. A lot harder than it looks. Let's go for a couple more. Very nice. One more. And great job. Let's flip on over. Same thing on the other side. You can exhale, open up, inhale, down. You can really feel those hips and glutes working. That's exactly what we want. Let's go for 2 more. 1 more. And nicely done. From here, we're going to go over onto our hands and knees. And if you can't get over onto your knees, you could do this lying from your stomach, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. But we're going to be doing a bird dog. And we're going to alternate right and left. So left arm, right leg, right arm, left leg. We're extending and reaching out. An alternative would be lying from your stomach, laying on your stomach, and just lifting one leg. And you can alternate, actually. If not, you're here. This is the one that I want you to focus on. Right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. Exhale, reach out far, pause for a second, and switch. None of these exercises today are about speed. We're slowing things down, focusing on our core, focusing on the glutes. We're even working the shoulders a bit by reaching and extending out. And nicely done. So that completes round number 1. We're going to go over onto your back again, and round number 2 is coming right up. So great job on that first round. If you want to make this bridge more challenging, you can put a weight here on the hips and go for it. Or add one of those resistance bands, which I'm saving for a later workout. But here we go, 1 minute. Round number 2. Let's come up here, squeeze tight at the top, back down. Up, squeeze. You're pushing through the heels. You're not pushing through the toes, right? Pushing through the heels and balls of your feet. Come right back down. Don't rest too long at the bottom. Down and right back up. Where you're gonna pause and hold is at the top for a second. Exhale up, inhale down. Think about the muscles you're using. So we're squeezing the glutes and hamstrings in behind. Final one. And nicely done. You can take a quick pause, do a little stretch by pulling in the knees. You can gently rock side to side. We're gonna go back into the dead bug exercise, which was here, legs are up, and we're alternating right and left. 1 minute of this one is tough, but you can do it. Exhale down, inhale back up. If this is too challenging for you, you're gonna place both feet down and lift, right and left. Okay, it's a great alternative. If it's too easy, you can do both legs, down and up, like that. But the whole goal here is to tighten the core, push that lower back into the mat, and still be able to breathe, of course, at the same time. That's the hard part, the breathing. Gotta remember to breathe and still tighten the core. And now we're gonna go over onto your side and we're gonna do the clamshell again. Take a quick deep breath. And we're aiming for just about 30 seconds each side. Here we go. You can pause at the top, come back down. Up, lift, pause, back down. Go for one more, and nicely done. Let's switch, going over to the other side. You can even place your hand here to try to focus in on the muscles that you're working and that you should feel. Last two, last one, and nicely done. Let's get set up for our bird dog. So here we're onto our hands and knees. Right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. It's all about control on this one, so take your time. You want to add that pause. I don't want you to rush it. Take your time. I'd rather you slow it down and be focused and concentrate on the muscles we're working here. A few more seconds, so let's go for one more each side. And great job. So that completes round number 2. We're gonna go for one more round. So let's get set up for it. Over onto your back. Deep breath. Here we go. Third and final round. Back to our bridge. You want to make this one more challenging, you can add an even longer pause at the top. So you come up, squeeze, hold, 1, 2, and then back down. Exhale up, inhale down. Think about the glutes and hamstrings. Couple more. Final one. Let's hold it at the top for 3. Hold it. 2, 1, and great job on that one. Now we're gonna go back into our dead bug, or it's like I call it a core march. So legs are up in the air. We're lowering. Right, lowering left. And if you remember that alternative that I gave you with both feet down, lift right and lift left. Here we go. It's really amazing how when you slow it down, it makes it so much harder. You can make it a bit more challenging. You can also extend the opposite leg, which makes it so much more challenging, but give it a try if you're ready for it. I just want you to be careful of your lower back. So if you do feel it in the lower back at all, you would pause, take a rest for a second, and great job. Definitely a tough exercise. We're gonna go onto our side, clamshells. Here we go. So lift, pause, and back down. And it's not always about how high you lift, because you don't want to twist. You want to keep your pelvis and hips squared to your mat. So just like that. Exhale and inhale. Final one. And we're going to switch over to the other side. So if you notice, I'm not lifting my knee very high, but just lifting it high enough so that you feel that squeeze on the side. Great exercise, because you can do this lying in bed while you're relaxing and watching TV. Really great exercise. It's surprisingly pretty tough. Let's go for one more. And great job. So here's how we're gonna finish off our workout. We're back onto our hands and knees. And we're back to our bird dog, right? So right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. And really reach, extend that arm up high, reach, stretch that leg out straight. Can definitely feel the core muscles working. You're bracing at the core, using your glutes to lift and extend. And let's go for one more. So final one, reach, 3, 2, 1, and time. So nicely done. We're gonna finish off with a cool down. So we're gonna go over onto your back, and we're gonna do a stretch here for the hips and lower back. So we're gonna pull both knees up in towards your chest. And you can do whatever is comfortable, whatever feels good. So you can keep the knees together and pull in and gently rock side to side. You can hold on to the knees and still pull in, gently rock side to side. So we'll just take a few deep breaths here in this position. You can close your eyes if you'd like. Big inhale through your nose, and then exhale out through your mouth. We'll just do a few more seconds, a couple more deep breaths. And great job. So that completes our floor workout for today. I hope you were able to follow along with those down onto the floor, but great job. I'm gonna see you again tomorrow for the next workout.